Across Yorkshire's moors and dales, the world's most famous vet set the benchmark for animal care. And James Herriot's legacy lives on. His former trainee, Peter Wright, has been a Yorkshire vet for over 40 years.
James Herriot used to take me out feeding cows. We used to get finished and pop in and have a cup of tea. Lovely.
Peter's old partner, Julian Norton,
Are you all right with your big ears and your big attitude?
now runs 2 practices.
I get my wellies on and then we'll jump to action.
One of them in the North Yorkshire town where Herriot lived and worked,
There we go. We're going to have some fun.
and in the foothills of the Pennines,
Give it a welly, that's it.
a new generation of town and country vets
Catch, Dave.
also uphold the Herriot ethos.
You get some of that, lad.
What a champion, eh?
Come on, vets.
The teams are united
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It is.
and driven by one common goal:
Oh, it's massive.
to help animals of all shapes,
Why are we so bad at catching monkeys?
sizes,
Blimey.
They are the smallest testicles I've ever removed from a pony.
types,
Oh, fuck.
and temperaments.
Yep.
It's definitely not glamorous,
It's a bit grim.
but it's varied.
Hello.
Game of football after dinner.
It's rarely easy,
Fiddly, come on.
but they continue the Herriot tradition,
They're bonny, these Leicester lambs, aren't they?
treating all creatures great
We've got pals. You all right, Cliff?
and small.
Oh.
It was never lost on James Herriot just how fortunate he was to have settled in Yorkshire. He once reflected, "At times it seemed unfair that I should be paid for my work, for driving out in the early morning, with the fields glittering under the first pale sunshine, and the wisps of mist still hanging on the high tops." But as Julian heads out from Herriot's old hometown to see a long-time friend and client, he knows that today he might just earn every penny.
I'm on my way to see a friend of mine called Lisa, who's got a very unusual and specialist breed of pigs on her farm.
Hello, sweetheart. He's a lovely boy. It is Scotland, yeah.
She's got a problem with one of the boars with a huge and quite nasty lump under his chin on the throat. So I'm going to go just now, hopefully, see if I can work out what's causing the problem.
This is Halmai. He's a Hungarian bowline. He's got this awful... Well, it looks like he swallowed a football. And we don't quite know what it is. We've never, ever had this before. So, hopefully Julian can sort it out.
The biggest problem, first of all, is getting near enough to touch it and feel, because this pig is a Mangalitsa pig, and Mangalitsa pigs are not very easy to deal with. And in the past, I've had some problems with this kind of pig before. The most dangerous and probably most frightening was here on this farm a few years ago. And so I literally just...
Shove it into her and run for your life.
Seriously? Run for my life? Is it going to be that bad? Like that? Yeah, fine.
Hi. Remember this big lad?
Hello, Hal. I can see from here that swelling down there.
It's getting bigger, Julian.
Have you felt it?
I haven't. I couldn't get near it outside, and since I brought him in, he's a bit grumpy.
I'm just worried about being able to feel it without upsetting him. I'm just looking at those blooming tusks and they're worrying me a little bit.
Thing to wrap round his nose to keep his jaws together and pull them out the way.
To fasten his snout together so he
Yeah.
can't. Oh, that's a good idea. He's having a wee look. He's obviously worried about my presence.
He's emptied his bowels as well just before you came.
Is he? I know the feeling, mate. I feel like I should be emptying my bowels. It sounds like something off Jurassic Park, doesn't he? And then do you think if we pull his head up, Hal is stubbornly refusing to lift his head, and we can't get the noose around his nose.
Over in Huddersfield, Matt's heading into uncharted waters.
Today's visit presents a brand new challenge for me, something that I have not done before. Today I'm going to operate on a fish.
The fish in question is Chaz, a resident of the aquarium at a local college, who's looked after by the animal care manager, Joe.
His eye's protruding quite a lot out the side of his head, his right eye, actually. Matt looked at him a couple of weeks ago and it wasn't quite so bad, but it seems to have grown quite a lot. I think Matt thinks there's some sort of tumour growing behind there, so we'd like to remove it and make him a little bit more comfortable, because that pressure must cause some pain to the fish.
Unfortunately, that mass has come up quite quickly and it is getting bigger. So unless we take it off now, what's going to happen is it's just going to invade and destroy the surrounding tissue.
Some people might think we're a little bit overboard taking out a fish's eye. However, whether it's a fish or a hamster or a goat, you know, we try to give them the same level of care and look after them.
You all right, Joe?
Hiya, Matt.
How are you getting on?
Not very well.
Oh, you can see it from here, can't you? That looks terrible. It's grown quite quickly as that as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got quite a bit bigger since the last time you saw it.
The whole eye's cloudy as well, isn't it? Right then, let's get that out today, Chaz. You'll feel a whole lot better. We're going to get him out and give him a full general anaesthetic, and while he's under anaesthetic, remove the eye and get him recovered in some fresh water. Anaesthetic in a fish is achieved by putting powdered anaesthetic into the water, which it breathes over.
Have you ever anaesthetised a fish?
Nope. Lovely. So we're going to put Chaz in here and he's going to go to sleep, all being well. Once he's asleep, we're going to transfer him onto the operating theatre that we've got here. And once we've removed the eye, he's going to then go back into here, which is his freshwater box. So that's fresh and clean, where it'll start to come round as that anaesthetic starts to wear off. Right, Joe, I'm ready to go when you are.
Come on, lad. How's it gone?
He's there.
He knows what's going on.
It's not daft, is he?
So you grab him from underneath.
Grab him from
Just hold
underneath.
him.
Come on, Chaz. All right. Oh, I've got him. All right, and in we go. Oh, we didn't anticipate that happening. That's it, Chaz. You breathe. This is where you go to sleep now, bro. When you look at it there, you can really see it's quite nasty. It's all clouded over, so yeah, definitely can't see very well in that one. This part is certainly the most risky. When they're in the induction chamber, the anaesthetic that's in there has slowly got to work its way around the body system, and we don't want to give him too much anaesthetic, as an overdose will kill him. I'm quite nervous. I've seen it done, I've researched it, I've got all my plans laid out, but certainly there's a degree of trepidation before we start.
Coming up,
Right, is it safe for me to reach in?
Hal isn't happy.
Did he get you?
I can feel it.
Peter's having posterior problems.
We've got our bottom out of position now.
Mine or his?
Both.
And will Matt cope
We ready? 3, 2, 1.
as a fish out of water?
Let's just go for it.
Summer on the Farm is back across 5 nights, and it's live.
I'm bringing the country sunshine.
I got the animals covered.
I hope.
And where do you want all the sheep?
Summer on the Farm live, bringing the countryside into your living room.
All next week, starting Monday at 8 on Channel 5 and My 5.
Back to the Yorkshire Vet now, which contains scenes of animal surgery.
At Lisa's rare breed pig farm,
Sounds very accurate, doesn't he?
Julian's struggling to examine the worrying lump on Hal's neck.
Right, is it safe for me to reach in?
I've got that. Did he get you?
I can feel it. No, it didn't bite.
Did you get a feel or not?
It feels heavy and hard.
Is that good or bad?
Let me have another feel. I don't think it's attached underneath. I think it's like under the skin. So the next thing is to put a needle in. I don't really want blood in there, and I don't really want anything solid, so I just hope that we get some answers. If he wants to swing his head around with his tusks, then he could literally make mincemeat out of me. Let's see him.
Can you see anything coming out?
Let me get a syringe and see if we can suck. Nothing's come out. Gonna have to try again. If in doubt, go for a bigger needle. Got something there's bloody sort of stuff.
That's not good, is it?
That's blood. That's definitely not an abscess. It's slimy looking. It could be a thyroid tissue because the thyroid gland has got a really massive blood supply. So not only does it feel solid when you touch it, but when you put a needle in, it's blood that comes out because there's so many blood vessels in it. If the iodine levels are low, that could be the cause of this swelling. I've never seen it in a pig. It's pretty rare. The other possibility, of course, is that this lump is actually a tumour.
So how serious are we looking?
I mean, it can be quite serious if it's at the level where it's making his thyroid swell to being 3 or 4 times the normal size. I think a blood sample to look at his iodine levels would be the best thing to do.
Right.
Bingo, hit oil. Right, there we are, Hal, well done, you've been very brave. Well, I've managed to take some blood from Hal's ear. We'll send this off to the lab. There he goes. Well, I'll be in touch when we get some results. It'll take a week or so.
Sounds mad, but it's like a big dog. It's just so worrying. You try to give them the best life possible.
Here we go. I'll give
Take
you
care,
a ring when you
Julian.
get them done.
OK, thank you. Bye. Just have to wait and see how it goes. Wait for the results. I am a bit worried and a bit upset. Hope for the thyroid, but if it isn't, it's not good for Hal. Sorry.
In Huddersfield, Matt's about to tackle an unusual task at a local college.
I think it's working, Joe. Just going to sleep.
We'll give him a bit longer.
Yeah, give him a couple of minutes for it.
He's in at the deep end, preparing to remove Chaz the fish's badly infected eye.
So you can just see here now he's pretty much on his side there. His gills are still going. And I'm just pinching this side here. And there's no response. Yeah, I think we're good to go, Joe. We ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. The question is, do we even actually just put him in there? Let's maybe just put him on the maintenance, Joe. Yeah. I think let's adapt it. Yeah. Let's put him in the maintenance in here. Right, lift him into there. Take that out, lift him into there, and I'll do the surgery actually in there. Because it's actually, that's it. Here we go. Put him half in there, because he didn't get half in. Yes! That's exactly what we want. So, we've moved Chaz from the induction chamber to the maintenance chamber where it's only half the concentration of anaesthetic, so this will keep him nice and comfortable throughout the procedure, but I'm watching those gills moving to make sure that they are still going, and if they stop moving for any reason I will be quite concerned. Right, let's just go for it, let's go for it, we're going for it, we're going for it. I'm literally just going to hold the eye here, because we're taking the whole thing out. That's it, that's it. Cooking with gas, lads. Come here, you beauty. There we go, I'm just removing everything bit by bit. So far, so good. He's nice and anaesthetic. He's not feeling any of this, is Chaz. Right, we're about to come loose. Ooh, look at all that there. That's nasty. There we go. So now I've taken the eyeball off. My biggest concern now is, will he wake up again? Because his gills were moving nicely at the start. They have slowed down. At this point in time, we could be quite 50-50. Come on. Into your recovery chamber. There we go. So I'm just moving him around, just trying to get some of that fresh water over his gills. But overall, he's looking quite well. I just really now want him to start moving around on his own. We're in business, Joe. He's flapping.
He's flapping.
Them fins are moving.
Fantastic.
Oh, he's flapping. I'm sweating. Ooh, we're on the right road, Joe. I wonder how much he hates me right now.
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot, I would.
Won't hate you for it in the long run.
No. Right, Chaz, till next time. There you go.
Thanks, Matt.
You're up. See you later.
It looks a lot better than I initially thought it would look. So I'm just hoping it'll heal up nicely and, you know, he'll have a good quality of life with just his one eye remaining.
Given that was my first fish anaesthetic, I was really pleased with how it went. I think it a few scary moments there, but I suppose that's part of the job. We're not out of the woods yet, so I'll come back in a couple of weeks' time and make sure that eye's healing up nicely.
Up on the North York moors,
OK, here we go.
Mo Healy loves her flock.
Hello, sweeties. Right, where are you, darling?
But she does have a favourite, with good reason.
Yeah. Big Mike's very, very special to me. He's named after my late husband. He's funny, like Mike was, and he's very sweet-natured, like Mike was. When I first went into the field and saw him, there were 5 other sheep on a line behind him. And he just walked straight up to me as if to say, well, you know, hi, where have you been? And that would have been exactly my husband. He was incredibly self-confident and always a leader, and he would be there at the front going, hello, who are you, kind of thing. So I just called him straight away. It was a no-brainer, Big Mike. And he's just a lovely, lovely boy.
But Mo's become concerned about Big Mike.
So we've got this lump on his face, which I found yesterday. Come here, darling. Come here. Let me just see. There's a good boy. There it is. And it's just here. Any lumps, you know, any lumps and bumps, you just panic, think the worst.
Peter's just arrived.
Hello, Mo.
Hi, Peter.
Problems?
Yeah.
Right. Big Mike.
Big Mike.
That's Big Mike, isn't
Right,
it?
it is. Lower jaw. Yeah. It's the right side as well.
Yes. Well, I better come and have a look.
But it seems Big Mike...
There's a good boy. You should pull back a bit.
Right.
...isn't big on being examined.
Good.
Hello, Mo. Don't you get hurt.
It's OK.
Oh, we've just... we've got our bottom out of position now.
Mine or his?
Both.
Right. OK.
I'm just going to push...
Yeah.
I'm going to push Big Mike's bottom around, if that's OK.
That's fine.
it?
There he is. There he is.
That's it.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, God. Oh, Peter.
I'm looking to see if this is a swelling in the jaw itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop a needle in there now.
Yeah.
And see what we've got in there. So, have a rest, and I'll be back shortly.
There's a good boy.
Mike likes his own way, and we're going to have to handle him very carefully here.
What do you want me to do?
Well, I want him to be big and brave, and I want you to be big and brave as well.
I will be, but how big?
Right. Battle commence.
Coming up,
How's your neck today?
will Julian have bad news for Lisa?
I've done some tests on Halmai to try and ascertain what this lump is.
A young German shepherd
Go see him, go on there.
requires keyhole surgery,
It is really important that we remove it because there's a really high likelihood that it becomes cancerous.
and Big Mike makes his move.
I think I'm going to try and just...
Yeah, he's going to put his...
Careful, Mo, careful, Mo.
Up on the North York moors,
That's
Now,
it.
That's it.
Oh, nice one.
That's it.
Nice one.
Peter's trying to examine a lump on Big Mike, the sheep Mo named after her late husband.
Big Mike is quite intuitive, and I think he knows that things aren't quite right. I think I'm going to try and just...
Yeah, he's going to put his...
Careful, Mo, careful, Mo, careful.
I don't know how I did that.
I was very impressed the way you managed to stay upright.
My bottom's soaking this bloody water.
I'm going to ask Big Mike to go into here where we've got more control.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me find him. Everybody else out.
Come on, everybody else out, your mother's phone.
Look out, look out, look out. Stampede.
Right.
There he is.
Yeah, right, Big Mike. Big Mike's at the back, and now he's positioning himself in the corner. Just turn...
Do you know, Peter, I used to have cats.
Yes.
What am I doing?
Right. Let me just
Okay.
get round now, Mo. That's it. Right. Well, I'm just going to pop a needle into there now.
Good boy, good boy, good boy.
And just see what we've got there.
Good boy.
Now we've got pus in there.
Have we?
Yes.
What do you reckon?
That's just ordinary pus.
Is it?
Watery pus.
Lovely.
That's what I thought. It's like a boil, you know, building up
Yeah.
there. So I think we should be okay. I'm going to lance it now. We've numbed the skin already, so Big Mike isn't going to protest about any discomfort there, but I just don't think Big Mike likes being held, especially by me. I think he does by you, but I think he sees me as being
A challenge.
quite objectionable. Head up, Mike. Head up. Head up, Mike. You crafty boy.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
it.
You okay?
Yep, now I am. Now I am.
Oh.
Are you okay there, Mo?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Just trying to get the pus out now. I think we've got quite a bit of it with the syringe. Yeah, pretty much got that. Right.
Right, what now?
I'm going to give him some antibiotics now. Hopefully that will suffice.
Oh, it's fantastic, Peter. I'm thrilled. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Shall I let the babies out?
I think we can go out, yes. I think,
Shall we go out and play?
I think we'd all be much happier getting away from the nasty
Yeah,
man.
look, he's going to... No, he's
going to be first out.
He's going to be first out. Are you going out? Want to give Mummy a kiss? Here you go.
Tomorrow, this isn't a flock of sheep. These are her friends, these are her relatives, and she cares for them dearly.
And after being so worried about the sheep with the special name, Mo can relax.
I don't think it's any of the worst for his ordeal, Mo.
No, he's fine. Absolutely fine. He's good.
When they go out and start grazing...
Then you know they're all right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bless you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks a million.
A few weeks ago, at a local college's aquarium, it was sink or swim for Matt as he removed a fish's badly infected eye.
Operating on fish is really quite tricky, and you never know what can be around the corner, so fingers crossed we've been doing well. You all right, Joe?
I am, Matt, you all right?
Not too bad. So, how's Chaz's eye doing?
It's healing over nice.
Yeah. That has healed well, hasn't it, there? There's a little bit of scar tissue around there, but doing all right. Seeing how big his eye was and the amount of problem that was there, it was really satisfying to take it all out, and it's really good to see that there's been no recurrence of that mass or nothing that's come back that suggests that we didn't cure the problem.
I'm really glad that Matt's pleased with how Chaz is doing and how his eye's healed. So hopefully it's onwards and upwards from here on in. Thank you very much, Matt.
No worries. See you later.
See you later.
Cheers. This is the first time I've done this procedure, and it was one that I've spent a lot of time looking into, and it's one that I'm so pleased that it's gone really well. I dread to think what would have happened if we hadn't have done it, you know. It would have certainly caused him more and more pain, and I'm really glad to see that we're heading in the right direction.
At the practice in Kirby Moorside, Peter's next client might leave him a little starstruck.
Come on, good girl. Come on, good girl.
Bernie Slaven is a legend at Middlesbrough Football Club, where Peter used to watch him from the terraces.
Oh, good job.
And Bernie's passion for animals allowed Peter to achieve his goal of meeting a hero.
I've known Peter for, what, 15, 20 years, something like that. I had ponies, I had chickens, I had peacocks, I had so many animals at one time, so he's looked after them all, really.
Bernie, how are you?
Peter, I brought
Cara.
Cara.
Yeah. How are you doing? All right.
I'm Grand, Peter. Grand.
Hello, dear.
You know Peter?
You have less grey hairs than your dad, haven't you? You've got less grey hairs than your dad.
Bernie's the #1 fan of his Irish setter Cara, and because she's approaching double figures, he's arranged a fitness test.
Let's have a look at you. Let's have a look. A little water on that top lid, didn't you?
Oh, I seen that, yeah, I seen that.
Goodness, you've been very tolerant of me, aren't you? Well, they're lovely characters, these, aren't they?
They're great, yeah.
That's it. That's lovely. I don't know who's examining who here.
Hey, I've lost my dog to Peter.
It's important that you keep an eye on the health as they get older. You know, as we get older, things start to wear out, don't they, Bernard?
They do, well, yeah, when I'm thinking of yourself, Peter, yeah, they do. Look, I'll have to help him up. Come on, Peter, you all right?
The thing is, I never have the last word with Mr. Slaven. I'll tell you what, Bennett, she's in good bodily condition.
I hope she is, Peter. I walk 7 miles every day with her. I would think she would.
Yeah. That tooth just needs a bit of attention, some plaque build-up there. But other than that, you're doing all right, aren't you?
Good.
Word of the star client has spread around the practice, where there are more Middlesbrough fans.
How are you doing? All right. John, are you the gaffer? I am indeed. I've never liked gaffers, but you might be all right because you're after animals. You all right?
Do you remember, you know, sitting in the stand at Ayresome Park?
I remember standing in that old and watching this guy, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Well, do you reckon you still got it?
I've still got it, Peter, of course I have.
You think you could get a team up? Five-a-side team, say?
Well, I'll be up for it, yeah.
So is it the vets against the veterans?
Right, we'll get this game fixed up.
Right, OK.
All right.
Yeah, mind wear the right footwear and that. And I think you better wear the tight legging things so you don't pull your hamstring getting up here.
Get on your bike.
Near Thirsk, at Lisa's rare breed pig farm.
Hello, Hal. How you doing? Hello, sweetie. Oh. How's your neck today?
She's had news from Julian about the lump on Halmai the boar's neck.
I've done some tests on Halmai the pig of Lisa's to try and ascertain what this lump is. It's actually probably the worst news that we could have had. This lump is a cancerous growth on the neck. Where it is, the size and the position, it's not going to be operable.
He's a beautiful boy. Do you want to give your back a scratch? Move round then. Sort of all our worst fears come to light. I was devastated. So then it was just a case of, you know, deciding what we can do and what's the best thing for Hal. These kind of tumours, from what Julian's explained to us, are slow grown. So what we decided to do, after lots of tears and deciding and deliberating, we're going to send him off for his holidays down to the lovely Welsh mountains so we can see some girls down there. While he's still fit enough, let him get off and enjoy himself. And we're hoping we might get some babies from him to keep his bloodline going. You're going on your holidays, aren't you, sweetheart? Yeah. Gonna go see some nice girls. Yeah, and go stay in the mountains. That'd be lovely. I wish I was coming with you. That'd be really nice. We thought the nice fresh mountain air would be a change, you know, might be some good for him. Then when we get him back, we'll see how he is and then decide from there.
At the animal hospital in Huddersfield, Karen's waiting and worrying with her young German Shepherd, Brandy.
We discovered that he'd actually only got one testicle. Apparently, sometimes one of the testicles can be further up in the stomach, and then that can be a bigger operation. We love him to bits, and we just want the best for him, and we want him to be a happy, healthy dog.
But Brandy's had problems before. He had bone fragments removed from his elbow, so he's become good pals with senior surgeon Martin.
Oh, Brandy.
Go on then. Go see him. Go on then.
Oh, my goodness me. I know. Come on then, mate. Now then.
He's still just got that one testicle down in his scrotum. So what I'm hoping is the other one. If it's not in his groin, it could be that it's right up in his abdomen.
Yeah.
It is really important that we remove it because there's a really high likelihood as he gets older that it becomes cancerous.
Yeah.
So it is really important that we sort that out.
OK.
All right.
Wonderful.
Right then, my
friend.
friend.
There you go.
David will be assisting Martin with the keyhole surgery.
We're going to go ahead and look for the testicle that's retained using the camera. We can do a much smaller surgical incision. Should be a much quicker surgery. Should be a faster recovery time.
Just make a little incision here and pop our Verus needle in here. Can we turn the CO2 on, please, Laura? Just nice and slow to begin with.
Martin's put some gas into the abdomen, which just creates that space so we'll be able to have a look around with the camera, and hopefully we're going to find this testicle wherever it is.
Still to come.
Hello.
Hiya.
After sad news, Lisa's looking to the future.
So these are the boys.
Yeah.
And the legs are out.
Oh, he's getting him out, look.
Hooray! For vets versus veterans.
Oh, no! Oh, don't worry.
At the hospital in Huddersfield, Martin and David are performing keyhole surgery on young German Shepherd, Brandy.
So this is the side that has the testicle in the scrotum, so that's all looking normal.
They're trying to find his missing testicle, which could cause serious health issues if it's in his abdomen.
Now over on the other side, let's see if we can find it. And there we are. So there is our offending testicle sitting within the abdomen.
No way we're going to find that from the outside.
Definitely not.
The next step is to get an instrument in there to remove the testicle.
What we can do now is just orientate it so that we get a good hold. And there we go. This is the tricky bit. We'll get it. It's coming. There we go. Okay, so one testicle.
It's really great that we've managed to find this and get it out through such a small incision as well.
There we go.
For the remainder of the job, there's definitely no need for a camera zoom.
Slightly bigger than the other one. Even though it looked massive on the camera, you can see there's a world of difference between the two. And even though it's such a small thing, it could have caused a real problem if it was left in there.
Things have gone really well with Brandy today.
Well done. All right, Brandy.
Fortunately, we've managed to find this testicle fairly easily. Now it's been removed, it should be of no hindrance to him whatsoever. He'll have some painkillers to keep him nice and comfortable, but in a few days' time, he should be able to go back to normal exercise.
And although Brandy's become a firm favourite here at the hospital, Karen's hoping there'll be no more reunions anytime soon.
He's such a special dog. He's been through so much already, but the fact that he is so happy when he comes does make us worry less. But yeah, always watching the clock to come and pick him back up again.
Hello, buddy. Hello. Hello. Hi. He's a good lad. Hello. I'm very excited to see my mum.
Oh, yeah.
They should be absolutely fine.
Okay.
Hey, big lad.
It's wonderful.
Lovely.
That's lovely.
Right, you can escape now, big lad.
Thank you very much. His dad's out here, so he'll probably want to go and see him now.
Bless.
Where's Daddy? Where is he?
After another long day helping animals, Peter's about to enjoy his other big passion. He's been invited to the training ground of his beloved Middlesbrough FC.
Bernie Slaven was an iconic, and it has been said, legend for Middlesbrough Football Club. He was in at the surgery one day and he's in with his dog, and I stupidly said to him, Bernie, let's have a kick about one night. You get a team up and I'll get a team up, and let's see what we can do. I'm regretting that now.
Hi, Peter.
Today's the day.
Well, you know where we are. Just think of the players that's went through there over the years. There's been Gascoigne. Oh, there's been a host of superstars.
I am a Middlesbrough supporter. I have been for many decades now. And to be here, it's just a dream come true for me. You were a superstar once, weren't you?
No.
How many goals did you score for Middlesbrough?
Just 147, Peter. Just the sixth top scorer in the history of the club.
But you're modest as well, aren't you?
Oh, I'm very modest,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Well, right, Scott.
We've got a Grace Lane Donaldson combination team here tonight. We've got Rohin and we've got David. He's got the right sort of haircut as David, so I'm hoping that comes through in the way he plays.
A little bit nervous, but fair to say, I think all vets have got a bit of a competitive side, so...
What we lack in skill, we'll make up for in spirit.
Well, that's the plan, because we don't have skill.
On your toes, Tom. Let's look the part, man. On your toes. I've known Peter for many years. I class him as a pal. But I know he's a cunning man. He's like a fox.
They look a bit more serious than we do.
Go where you want. Go anywhere.
No, it could be a bit of a concern.
We went to New York, half marathon for charity. He said he'd a sore leg. Unknown to me, he'd a personal trainer running all around the streets of North Yorkshire. And he was as fit as a butcher's dog.
Oh, he's getting him out, look.
He was wanting to be the winner. So I'm telling him now, we're going to win the night.
Don't let him get in your head. It's all part of it.
Yes! That's ours. Yes!
Oh, no! Well done, Ryan.
Yes! 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 Hold on.
Yeah, you got it, Dave! Things aren't going so well. Oh!
Ruthless.
We started badly, then we fell away.
No, they're going to take. But enjoyment, isn't it?
Go on, Pete,
yes!
strike it!
Yes!
But with all the long hours they work, vets aren't afraid of doing the hard yards.
Well in, Peter!
Well in, Peter, well in.
Unbelievable!
Here if you need.
Oh, beauty! Yes! Yes! Great goal, mate.
You scored.
If I stop, I'll never get started again. And that's the honest truth. My tendon's playing up, and I've had to come back into goal. We're doing all right, we're holding our own. They're getting a bit rattled.
With things hotting up, there's only one way to settle this.
Keep going.
Yes!
Well done, Roy.
A time-honoured tradition.
Next goal's a winner. This is personal now.
The vets are suddenly full of confidence.
When it takes all.
Smash it!
Unlucky.
Hard luck, Roy.
and displaying
Well done, Dave.
renewed resilience.
Well in.
Oh, no!
Well in, Peter.
But in the end,
Oh, what a finish!
class always tells.
Bernie! That was sublime. That was an ace and pack.
I was a right throw. You see I don't crack my right.
That was an ace and pack goal, that boy.
Well played. You know what? I'm actually quite proud. We gave them a run for the money. They're all blowing and sweating. And
we did better
to
than we
we could have
done.
I think we've done the vets proud.
Well done, Bernie. Thanks.
Well played, Tom.
It's great to play with Bernie, wasn't it? Thoroughly enjoyed it, you know. And he finished it off with a hell of a goal, didn't he?
We gave it our best shot. Well played. Well, we've been mates for a long time, haven't we?
We have. We fell out tonight.
But when you cross that line...
Yeah, you started putting me near the end, Peter, right?
No.
You were ashamed of yourself.
It was friendly but firm. This leg will be strapped up tomorrow morning. Oh.
Just think how hard it is out there. Fans are giving you stick. Social media's giving you stick.
Fans never give you a stick, did they, Bernie?
You were one of them, you Yeah.
It's nearly a year since Lisa heard that her beloved boar, Hal, was terminally ill.
Hello, my darling. It was thyroid cancer, so that was big bad news. We sent him off his holidays down to Wales. We were hoping he would come back, but it turned out to be a one-way ticket for Hal. I was devastated. They're part of the family, they really are. So when anything happens, it's heartbreaking.
Hal may be gone, but he'll never be forgotten. Today, Julian's at Lisa's farm.
Hello.
Hiya, good to see you. Yeah.
To see some very special new arrivals from Wales.
So these are the boys.
Yeah, they're both Hal's. So they're 3 months old now.
Hello. Well, these two are having a whale of a time.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Now we've got the next generation of little mini Howls raring to go.
You want to go and have a pet of them?
Are my bootlaces safe or...?
Not really.
Not really.
If you put that down...
Hi, guys. Come on, guys.
Go on in, feel me feeling, he'll let you have a straw.
Boy, how about that? I remember Hal, when he first arrived, the thing that struck me was he's very golden, kind of curly hair, and they've got the same kind of curly blonde hair.
Well, hopefully we'll go on to produce lots and lots of piglets. This little chap's staying with us on the farm, and he'll produce lots of piglets for us. But the other guy, he's off to become a stud, and his semen should go all around the world and have thousands of little Hals all around the world.
Good. Well, they look like they want rid of us now. But it was lovely to see these two little piglets today. They've found a nice home here, back in Yorkshire. The bloodline is quite important. Lisa's done a fantastic job of developing and encouraging the development of this wonderful breed of pig. Cool. Well, if they need anything...
Yes.
Give us a shout. Hopefully they won't. They look like they're a picture of health, both of them.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing them go from strength to strength. They're nice little pigs. Stay there, guys. The pigs look great, very reminiscent of their father. Unfortunately, things didn't quite work out for him, but he'd had a very long and productive life, and it's even better now to see his legacy live on.
Helen Skelton and the Cannon Hall Gang are back on Channel 5. Catch live Summer on the Farm all next week, starting Monday at 8. And tonight, from emergency dental work to a scared new arrival, it's a busy day at the Elephant Hospital. Brand new next.